Myself, Jyoti Krishna Yuva. I am working as a nursing officer in the Pediatric Medicine Department of AIIMS Bhubaneswar. As we all know, nowadays we face a crisis situation of COVID-19 pandemic and we have experienced first wave, second wave and we expect a third wave in the future also. And the cases among children are also increasing nowadays and this makes another tension among society that how we'll manage this condition. And all the children who are affected by COVID-19 infection will not be admitted in the hospital and some children may send back to the home for home care and management. So आप सभी को टेंशन होता है, वरीज होता है, डाउट्स होता है, कैसे केयर करना है बच्चे को घर पे. So in this session we will discuss regarding the home care of children with COVID-19 disease. The main objective of this session is after the end of the session, all the participants should understand or gain knowledge regarding the care of children with COVID-19 disease at home and they should use this knowledge in their daily life situation when such a situation arrives. Before going to the home care management of COVID-19 disease among children, we should know the main categories of COVID-19 infection among children. Mainly, we can divide the COVID-19 infection among children into four categories: asymptomatic case, mild case, moderate case, and severe case. The asymptomatic case and mild case can be treated at home, and the moderate and severe cases should be admitted in the hospital. एसिम्टोमेटिक केस का मतलब ये है बच्चे को कोविड-19 इन्फेक्शन का कोई सिम्टम्स नहीं होगा लेकिन उसका टेस्ट रिजल्ट पॉजिटिव होगा. आपका फैमिली में किसी को टेस्ट रिजल्ट पॉजिटिव हो गया तो सारे फैमिली मेंबर्स जाके टेस्ट करेगा. ड्यूरिंग दैट स्क्रीनिंग प्रोसेस द चिल्ड्रन इन द फैमिली में बी गेट टेस्टेड पॉजिटिव but the child may not be having any symptoms. In that condition there is no need of any investigations and treatment. You can take care of the child at home. The second case is mild case. Mild case में mild symptoms होता है fever, mild cough, sore throat, myalgia or muscle pain, sometimes loss of taste, loss of smell, rarely some gastrointestinal symptoms like loose stools, abdominal pain, vomiting वगैरह होता है. लेकिन there will not be any symptoms of respiratory distress like fast breathing, shortness of breath, respiratory grunting like that. In this condition also you can take care of the child at home. No investigations are needed, only symptomatic treatment is needed. Symptomatic treatment आपको घर पे दे सकता है with the help of your medical team. The rest two categories, moderate and severe cases, in these two categories there will be the symptoms of respiratory distress and pneumonia also will be there sometimes, and these children may need administration of oxygen and ICU admission sometimes, though so these conditions should be admitted in the hospitals. And in sometimes there may be some doubts regarding the comorbidities of the children with COVID positive. Comorbidities का मतलब ये है कुछ बच्चे को some existing disorders होगा, congenital heart disorders or chronic lung disorder or kidney disorder. In such a condition, what we have to do? Whether we have to take care of the child at home or we have to admit in the hospital. ऐसे कंडीशन में भी आपको बच्चे को घर पे केयर कर सकता है लेकिन कंडीशन ये है आपका घर के सामने एक हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटी होना चाहिए. There should be a healthcare facility with emergency department just near to your home and there should be a caregiver who is able to take care of the child, who is able to observe and monitor the child properly. Otherwise you can admit the child in the hospital as a mild case and you can give symptomatic treatment in the hospital itself. Now let's start with the main topic, that is home care management of children with COVID-19 disease. In this session, the first point is do your best to stay calm. It means parents and children should not become panic because sometimes some older children or adolescents may have some knowledge regarding the COVID-19 infection from different social medias. So there may be chance of tension. So what the parent has to do means the parent has to console the child that it is like any other viral disease and it can be treated properly because mental health is very important for the good prognosis and recovery from the disease. And another thing is that the parent should not become panic because if the parent is having the mental stress, it is very difficult to take care of the child properly. Next point in the home care is home isolation. Home isolation is mandatory in this case, but at the same time it is a challenging factor also because children may not be sitting inside the home for a long time and they have to go outside and play with friends. They have to explore the nature like that. So there's a chance of frustration. Another thing is that there should be caregiver to take care of the child properly, because the children may not be isolated alone. In this condition, when your doctor is advising for a home isolation, it is essential to check for the feasibility of the home isolation first. Feasibility of home quarantine means whether the home quarantine is possible or not. In this, three criteria are there. First one is availability of home quarantine facilities. The second criteria is availability of a caregiver. Third criteria is feasibility of observing and informing to the medical team. In the first criteria, availability of home quarantine facilities. आपका घर पे क्वारंटाइन रखने के लिए सारा फैसिलिटीज होना चाहिए, वाटर फैसिलिटी, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, कुकिंग फैसिलिटीज एंड ऑल अदर फैमिली मेंबर्स शुड बी शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम द होम टू अनदर अकोमोडेशन. द सेकंड पॉइंट इज अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ ए केयर गिवर. एक केयर गिवर होना चाहिए बच्चे को देखने के लिए. It can be mother or any other person, but that person should be able to take care of the child properly, and that person should be able to monitor the child properly, and that person should follow all the guidelines of quarantine. The third point is the availability or feasibility of observing and informing to the medical team. There should be the facility to inform to the medical team regularly. If telephonic facilities hona chahiye, if it is mobile is there, network coverage hona chahiye, like that. In home isolation, the second point is prevention of transmission of disease from child to mother. When the child is get tested positive, the child and mother will be going for a home quarantine. The mother is taking care of the child during home isolation. So there is a higher chance of spreading of infection from child to mother. To prevent this transmission, what all are the things we can do? In that, the first point is use of mask. In case of using of mask, according to the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, if the child is having more than 2 years of age, then you can make the child to wear a mask. If the child is having less than 2 years of age, there is no need to wear a mask because of the safety issues. And it is compulsory that the mother should wear a mask. The second point is frequent hand washing. Both the parents and the child should follow hand washing. एंड आपका बच्चा बड़ा है तो बच्चे को सिखाना है, प्रमोट करना है हैंड वॉश करने के लिए. फॉर हैंड वॉशिंग यू कैन यूज सोप एंड वार्म वाटर एंड एटलीस्ट फॉर 20 seconds you have to wash your hands. And if alcohol based hand sanitizer is available, you can use that also. And the next point is use of separate utensils. For the child and parent, separate utensils can be used. एग्जाम्पल बताएगा तो आपका बच्चे को रनिंग नोज है तो पोंछने के लिए आप टॉवल यूज करेगा. द सेम टॉवल should not be used by the mother. So separate utensils can be used for the mother and child. The next point is meeting the play needs. During home isolation, it is very difficult to manage the child at home without playing outside. And in the hospital itself, there is a provision for play therapy for the easy recovery from the disease conditions. So आप क्या करना चाहिए, आपको होम क्वारंटाइन में जाने के टाइम आपका बच्चे का फेवरेट टॉयज भी लेके जाना है, आप बच्चे के साथ खेलना है. You should play with the child and provide relaxation to the child. You should meet the play needs of the child inside the home itself. Otherwise, there will be chance of mental stress and frustration. So this is regarding the meeting the play needs of the child. Next point is regular contact with the medical team. During home isolation, you should be in regular contact with the medical team. You should observe the health status of the child and you should inform to the medical team regularly. And the last point is duration of home isolation. Home isolation duration is 10 days from the onset of symptoms and no fever for 3 days, and after that also 7 days home isolation and self-monitoring is needed. Next main point is adequate hydration and nutrition. In this case, COVID-19 infection is a viral infection. So there is a chance for dehydration. So it is your responsibility to make your child drink adequate water. You have to maintain the hydration of your child properly. You can provide coconut water, fresh juice or liquid diet like that. It is very difficult to make them drink water, but you have to do. And about diet, there is no contraindication for any diet, but preferably you can provide soft and liquid diet. बच्चे को खिलाना है करके एक साथ बल्क अमाउंट खिलाने के लिए कोशिश मत करना है. इन केस ऑफ चिल्ड्रन यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड स्मॉल एंड फ्रीक्वेंट डाइट. थोड़ा थोड़ा करके बीच बीच में खिलाना है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज प्रॉपर रेस्ट एंड स्लीप. You have to provide adequate rest and sleep for the child. Especially in case of younger children, they will not sit in a particular place. They will be very active even they are ill. But you have to provide rest for the child. The second thing is that sleep. Good sleeping environment should be provided for the child. कुछ बच्चे को कुछ फेवरेट टॉयस होगा, सिक्योरिटी ऑब्जेक्ट्स, वो लेके जाएगा बेड पे सोने के टाइम में. विदाउट दैट सिक्योरिटी ऑब्जेक्ट दे विल नॉट स्लीप. So when you are going for a home quarantine, you have to take those security objects with you. Otherwise, it will create sleeping problems. Symptomatic treatment. Symptomatic treatment का मतलब ये है, according to the symptom, you can provide treatment at the home itself. But you have to confirm with your medical team or with your doctor before giving the treatment. Symptomatic management, the first point is fever management. Fever management, if your child is having fever, first treatment is, first home remedy that you can provide is tepid sponging. First you have to check the temperature. If the temperature is less than 100 degree Fahrenheit, no need for any medication. You can provide only tepid sponging. You can provide a tepid sponge with lukewarm water. Then you have to check for the temperature. If the temperature is not subsiding and the temperature is more than 100 degree Fahrenheit, then you can inform to your doctor. Then your doctor will advise for syrup paracetamol or tablet paracetamol. The dose may be 10 to 15 milligram per kilogram per dose every 4th to 6th hourly. आपका बच्चे का वेट 10 किलोग्राम है तो 10 into 10 100 milligram at a time दे सकता है. This is regarding the fever management. The second main symptom will be cough. Mild cough will be there. If it is an older child or adolescent, you can provide warm saline gargle for the child. And if the symptom is not subsiding, then you can provide syrup cetirizine or syrup levocetirizine according to the advice of your doctor. Cetirizine or levocetirizine syrup can be given once a day. It should be in the evening before food. And next symptom is loose stools or gastrointestinal symptoms. In gastrointestinal symptoms, main symptom is loose stool. In loose stools, you can provide ORS. Minimum 10 ml per kg per each loose stool you have to provide. इसका मतलब ये है, आपका बच्चे का वेट 10 किलोग्राम है तो 10 into 10 100 ml per each loose stool you have to provide. This also will be explained by your doctor. And no other medications are needed at home care. No antibiotics, no antivirals or any other medication should be given to the child during home care. Next point is monitoring at home. Whether your child is an asymptomatic case or mild case, it is essential to monitor the health status of the child. And you have to inform your medical team essentially. And first thing is monitoring the respiratory rate. While monitoring the respiratory rate, you have to check for 1 full minute. आपका बच्चे का रेस्पिरेटरी रेट देखने के टाइम में आप फुल मिनट देखना है, कितना ब्रेथ्स पर मिनट हो रहा है. डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप को डिफरेंट रेस्पिरेटरी रेट होगा नॉर्मल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ योर चाइल्ड इज हैविंग लेस देन 2 months age, then the respiratory rate 60 breaths per minute will be normal. But in case of children with more than 5 years of age, 60 breaths per minute is an increased respiratory rate. That will be explained by your doctor, that which is the normal respiratory rate of your child according to the age. And respiratory rate should be checked at least 2 to 3 times a day. Then you have to inform your doctor. The next point is checking of oxygen saturation. If it is possible, you have to check the oxygen saturation, because for checking the oxygen saturation you need a handheld pulse oximeter. If it is possible, you can keep a handheld pulse oximeter with you. If you are checking with the handheld pulse oximeter, you have to check the waveforms first. Waveforms correct होना चाहिए. In this picture you can find that when you put that handheld pulse oximeter into the finger, there will be waves. That waves should be uniform. Otherwise the reading will not be correct. So first you have to check the waveforms whether it is uniform or not. Then you have to check for the reading. If the reading is less than 94%, then you have to inform your doctor, because it is not a good sign. Next is monitoring the body temperature. In case of fever, you have to check the body temperature. Body temperature check करने के लिए एक thermometer होना चाहिए. If it is possible, you can keep a thermometer with you. And if the temperature is not subsiding more than 3 to 4 days, then it is better to shift the child to the hospital. When your doctor advises for a home quarantine, he will explain some danger signs. Those danger signs you have to check for your child during home isolation. In that picture you can see that that is chest indrawing. It means सांस लेने के टाइम में बच्चे का लोअर चेस्ट वॉल उतना अंदर जाएगा. This is not a good sign. This is a sign of respiratory distress. If you feel like that, if you find like that, you have to shift your child immediately to the hospital. Another important danger sign is bluish discoloration of the skin. Bluish discoloration of the skin means बच्चे का स्किन ब्लू होता है. इसका मतलब ये है बॉडी में ऑक्सीजन सैचुरेशन कम हो रहा है. In this condition, you have to immediately shift the child to the hospital because child may need oxygen administration. And the next thing is that cold extremities. Extremities cold हो रहा है. उसका मतलब ये है perfusion और peripheral circulation कम हो रहा है. उसका मतलब बच्चे को शॉक होने का चांस है. So you have to shift the child to the hospital. And another thing is that during home isolation you have to check the intake output chart. You have to maintain the intake output chart. Intake output chart का मतलब ये है बच्चे एक दिन में कितना पानी पी रहा है, कितना यूरिन जा रहा है, that you have to monitor and inform to the medical team. And another thing is that activity level of the child. In case of younger child, the child may not be sitting in a particular place. They will be very active even they are ill. But suddenly the child become lethargic and the child become less active means it is not a good sign. So you have to check the activity level of the child, and if the child become lethargic, you have to inform your doctor. All these are danger signs. All these conditions you have to immediately shift the child to the hospital. You have to monitor the health status of the child and you have to inform to the medical team also. In case of emergencies, you have to shift the child to the hospital. Transportation facilities should be available. And in case of emergencies means if the oxygen saturation is less than 94%, if the child is having the danger signs like chest in retraction or chest indrawing or chest retraction or bluish discoloration of the skin, cold extremities, and the child is not taking adequate fluid, and the child is becoming lethargic, child is having sleeping disturbances, or the child's fever is not subsiding after 4 days, loose stool is not subsiding after 3 to 4 days. All these conditions are dangerous. In all these conditions, you can consider as emergency and you can shift the child to the hospital. And you have to inform your medical team, then you have to shift the child to the hospital. This is very important. Till now we were discussing regarding the home care of children with COVID-19 disease. So we have completed that session. Let me summarize once. We have discussed regarding the main categories of COVID-19 infection among children. Then in home care we have discussed maintaining mental stability, home isolation, adequate hydration and nutrition, proper rest and sleep, symptomatic management of mild cases, monitoring at home, and transportation in case of emergencies. It is the thing we have to keep in our mind that it is not only the responsibility of the healthcare team to save the life of our children, our society, and we also have the same responsibility, the equal responsibility we have to share. So we have to work together to maintain the health of our younger population. Thank you.